You told me to. I've been having this in my inventory forever. Junior's about to be like, wow, Silver, wow, you're just doing this? And I'm gonna be like, yes, June. Yes, I am. No, I didn't want to do that. I was trying to just right click. I'm stuck. I got stuck and I... My bike got stuck. I was trying to back out and then some garbage just like out of nowhere to the right. Oh. Oh, it shows here, buddies, basics in education and learning, main story, 1 hour, main story plus extras, an hour and a half. We should be able to do it in a stream easy, even if I take longer than what it should, which...
Alright, that's cool. You do that.
Nah.
He's not gonna let you.
Forever.
He's not gonna let you.
We're fighting forever. Whatever.
Alright. I'm gonna use some missiles. I'm gonna load stuff up. I hope everyone's doing that too. Yes, they are.
Yep. I was going to the other one. I was like, oh, they got it.
Said that back in my day, you had to have a phone line. It was like... Oh yeah. High five with me. Thanks, Squeenix. You just made my life easier. Oh, you piece of crap. You... I must have not hit apply. Forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, then put 1 foot forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, then put 1 foot forward and back, and then go forward and back, and go forward and back, and put 1 foot forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, and put 1 foot forward and back, and then forward and back, go forward and back, and put 1 foot forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, and put 1 foot forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, and put 1 foot forward and back, and then forward and back, and
Salarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
I got blood on my Gucci bag. And I just seriously, like, just, ew. You know, it's just not, it's so not fetch. We are so gonna make fetch happen, ladies. You don't even know. You don't even know. Okay? Fetch is yes. We're still making fetch happen. None of you even know. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, that was actually some pretty clean headshots. Watch me miss this one. Yep.
Yes. That should help get you onto the Wookiee planet. Now, to your famous Falcon.
You know the Falcon.
Yeah. On average, I'd say 2.2 of every 300.
Yeah.
You gotta go bigger or
Go.
there it is.
What is up, my peoples? Tell me about your lives. Tell me about your triumphs and your struggles. Tell me some good things, Chet. What is up? We are back with the next attempt at doing some software development. So, the last time we attempted this, we discovered that my computer was overheating, like dramatically overheating. And it almost killed my computer, like full on killed it, like 3 times. And then I managed to get the BIOS at least kind of working. It managed to prevent the computer from absolutely lighting itself on fire, which is nice. And now we are trying again. I'm just checking some things on OBS because it looks like they got reset since the last time that I attempted this. So let's see. Yeah, stop and not visible. Okay. Audio track. I'm gonna track 1. What? I'll put that on 6, I think. 6, yes. Okay. Hopefully that worked. Okay, chat. Are y'all hearing a very faint background music? Because I don't hear it, and I'm not supposed to hear it. Just making sure that y'all hear it, because it's much better for y'all to be able to hear this and for me not to be able to, because I will get distracted. So, you do? Good. Good. Okay. Very faint. That is the plan. I mean, that's the goal, for it to be very faint. We only want this to be, like, ambient background sound is what we want. So, there you go. And thank you for the 3-month sub with your Prime Stole. I did see the sub streak. I was asking yesterday about the stream streak, like the watch streak, but thank you regardless. Thank you for the resub. Okay. Here's what we're building. We are building a chat-controlled idle game. Now, what does that mean? If you're familiar with something like Cookie Clicker, which I will show you. If you're familiar with something like Cookie Clicker, yes, I have been playing Cookie Clicker. Judge me all you want. Then you'll be familiar with the idea of you start off the game and you have to like click the baked cookie right here in order to get cookies. And then once you get enough cookies, you're able to buy buildings over here. Okay, and then once you get enough buildings, it unlocks upgrades up here, right? And then these upgrades and these buildings allow you to do things like have the cookie click itself. So like right now, the cookie is clicking itself for me 222.841 sextillion times per second. Per second. Now, my goal is to build a game like this. Not exactly like this, but in the same type of genre as this. But have it be controlled by chat. And also have it to where it is running throughout the entirety of every single stream that I do. Such that y'all are constantly contributing to the game.
Octodecillion. Is my sub streak anywhere near that? Platin 112 TE.
Indeed. Zach, thank you so much for the 56-month sub, sir. I really do appreciate it, my dude. Also, thank you for the new sub on the creative YouTube channel. Really do appreciate it. Zach, how you doing, my dude? How's it going, Zach? How you doing, bro? Georgie and Alan, how are the both of you? So, here's how the design in my head for a chat-controlled idle game works. And this is how we're going to design it. Instead of having you have to like move the mouse over and click something in order to get I'm gonna make this either cheese clicker or silver clicker. So you're either gonna click like a giant cheese, or you're going to click a giant picture of my head, just doing something dumb, like just doing something dumb like that's what you'll be clicking. Either some cheese or my face. Okay? I haven't decided on that yet. But because you can't take control of the mouse and click something in the stream, the quote-unquote clicks will occur for every character that happens within a chat message. Okay, so let's say that message that Skull just did, I'm not counting that, but let's just say that that's 50 characters, okay? Including spaces. I am including spaces. So let's say that entire message is 50 characters long. What that'll do is that will do 50 quote-unquote clicks to the game, okay? And for the upgrades, and I'm not going to do buildings in this version of the game, I'm only going to do upgrades. because buildings don't make sense in the version of how I have this designed. So, the upgrades, instead of having it to where it will start clicking the thing for you like it does in Cookie Clicker, what it'll do is add like a multiplier to the click count. So let's say that the first upgrade you get is to add 1% to the click count, okay? And let's say that Georgie puts a message that is 100 characters long. So instead of doing 100 clicks, because it has a 1% modifier, it will do 101 clicks. You get the idea. I don't know if I'm gonna do something as low as 1%, but you get the idea. It'll add a percentage modifier bonus. To the, to the game, or rather to your message. Gonna make a secret word of the stream database. And if someone figures it out, it gives 1,000 click one-time bonus. Ooh, Skull, that's genius. Okay, I'll probably end up doing that. Let me write that down. So, Azure gave me an idea about this before, where he was saying that in a similar way to how you have like golden cookies in Cookie Clicker, that you have to click and then you get like a temporary bonus. Azure brought up the idea. You probably don't remember telling me this, but you gave me the idea of saying, okay, if, let's say that I have a random number get generated at the beginning of the stream that's between like, you okay? You sure? Sorry, my helper was choking. You say, okay, so let's say that I generate a random number at the beginning of the stream between 1 and 200. Yes, the message length. I say 1 and 200 because YouTube's message length is 200 characters. So I don't want to go beyond 200 characters in order to make it unfair for the YouTube audience. So, pick a number between 100 and 200 characters. 1 and 200 characters. And if someone gets a message of that length within the stream, it will give a, I think for the one person that followed on Twitch since the last stream. If somebody gets a message of that length, it will give a bonus of, let's say, 10x to every message for the next 10 minutes. Or something like that. And in order to prevent that from getting abused, what could happen is if somebody gets that bonus, like if they hit that number of characters within a message, I can have it re-roll that number so that, people don't start spamming, messages of that exact message length to just keep getting the bonus and stacking it, so on and so forth. So, those are two very, very good ideas, and I'm going to write them both down. Which I should probably... Here, let me do this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say, let's call it a... What do y'all think seems fair? Like a 2x bonus? Or should it be like crazy because it's going to be so rare? Like a 5x bonus? Let's just say 5x click bonus if message length equals a random number between 1 and 200. Also, this gives y'all a good chance to see how I type. So, 5x click bonus for if message length equals a random number between 1 and 200. Random bonus for, let's say, 10 minutes. For 10 minutes. Okay, so that's one idea. And Skull's idea is, one time, 1,000 click bonus if message contains a randomly selected word. Now, I guess the question becomes, do we want the randomly selected word to be re-rolled if somebody gets it? In order to, like, really up the ante, so to speak. Well, let's see. Reroll number if bonus is triggered. Trigger to make word groups based on topic of stream. Like any Star Citizen says Chris Roberts or something. Ooh, that's fun. Idea of re-rolling, but if you need to, you can also use cooldowns to reduce the likelihood of it happening a dozen times. Yeah, but like, what's the likelihood? I mean, that's a good idea, and if it needs it, I'll do it. But what's the likelihood of, let's say someone gets, the 5x bonus right here, okay? And then it re-rolls. And then the very next message, it gets it again. That's so unlikely. And then if it does, chat's eating good. If it does. So, okay, so I have those. Those are going to be features that will be added in after the, base game is constructed. I want to get a minimally viable product running today. And I think within the next 3.5 hours, I think that it's possible to get a minimally viable product done. Just a super basic, version maybe 0.1. Something that I can just start running and testing for each, consecutive stream. So, first thing I want to do is I want to just create a type within my types file that will track the state of the game at any given time. So I'll just call it idle game state type. Okay. And this is going to be just some pretty simple stuff. So, current clicks. Is a number. Oh. Burp. I can spell chat, I promise. Then I want the I want to have a upgrade modifier. Upgrade modifier is a number. Now, I could also, since we're talking about bonuses, like temp bonuses, I could do like a bonus modifier. Which would also be a number. And the bonus reset time. So I wonder if I should have this as a number or a date. I don't know if you can do dates in types. Let's do it as a number for now. So, next thing I want to be able to, okay. Let's see. Date. Alright, yep. That would be better. So, I also want something for available upgrades. So for this, I need to have a new type. So I don't need to export this. I just need type idle game. Yep. Upgrade type. Name tossed. Yeah, multiplier. So name tossed. I also need a command because we need to be able to trigger how the command or how the upgrade is being triggered by a chat command. And we also need a description. What I need, this is WebStorm. So, so I'm gonna have this as a idle upgrade type array. Yes. I suppose I should also track the purchased upgrades just in case I ever need to like reset the game. I can add in the purchased upgrades back in. Yeah, let me do that. Purchase upgrades. Yeah. Okay, also, for the cost, there's going to be 2 different types of cost. There's a click cost and a token cost. Now, what does that mean? I've been trying to think through the different ways that y'all can use your tokens. For those of you that choose to sub or gift subs or bits or do super chats and super stickers and become a member on YouTube, like all those things, you get tokens for that. That's the gratitude system. For this stream. And even if you get a gift sub, you get tokens for your gift sub. So like Georgie, you have tokens. Because I know you've been gifted a sub a few times. So if you type in the chat !point tokens, it should tell you how many tokens you've got. So you got 24 tokens. So certain upgrades that I want to do are going to be things that actually impact, like the actual content and running of the stream. Okay? And I don't want these things to be very easy to get. So it's going to cost a lot of clicks, a whole lot of clicks. And also some tokens. Most things will just cost clicks, okay? Some things will also cost tokens. For example, I don't know the exact things that I'm gonna do yet, but think something along the lines of, reset all upgrades, but silver, does a full franchise playthrough of Kingdom Hearts. So, like, you get the idea. Like, it causes me to then do something on the stream. So, and it'll also require that chat, before the upgrade is purchased, it requires that enough people in chat vote to agree upon that upgrade, because it's going to cost so much. Does that make sense? So that's the idea. Because right now, the only thing that we have using the tokens is Sir Sassafras. So, like, if you wanted to do, GPT, whatever, to talk to the bot, that's the only thing that the tokens are used for right now. And I've been wanting to do things that give people that choose to support the stream another good reason to do so. And that just seemed like a good idea. We'll see how it works out. If y'all have any other ideas for ways that we can use tokens, please let me know. Okay. So, this is the basic setup of how the game is going to function. This is the foundation of everything that's going to happen on the back end. So, now, here's what we're going to do. We are going to start having this come to life on the bot itself. So, we need to make a JSON file that tracks all of the stuff. Oh, by the way, totally random, but I've been tracking since March last year, all of the support that comes in for the stream up till, the last stream. I also have been doing that for the chat logs. So I've been manually tracking with the bot everything that comes into chat since March 18th last year. So, like, would you look at it? I've been doing a lot of stuff. Anyway. Oops. Haven't said anything embarrassing. I can find out for you. So, I want a JSON file that will track the idle game state. So I'll just call it the same thing. Idle game state. .json. Throw that into the Git repo. Boop, boop. And the types. I will copy all of this. And
Platinum Azure, I don't have access to your brain or your chat logs, so I can't actually know the most embarrassing thing you've ever said. I'm not the all-knowing oracle of cringe. I am, however, here to help you own it with a little sass. Here are 9 common cringe-worthy moments that often rise to the top, in case one of these matches your memory. Saying this will be quick in a meeting that ends up dragging on for hours. Texting your crush I love you when you meant I like you, and the silence afterward is loud. Calling your teacher or boss by the wrong name in front of everyone. Declaring I never get nervous right before you give a performance or presentation. Texting a private joke to the entire group chat by mistake. Forgetting someone's name and using the wrong one in front of them.
Oof.
I don't need notes while presenting, then scrolling to the slide like a deer in headlights. Watch this before attempting something risky and spectacularly failing. Bragging you're the best at this game and promptly getting owned in the lobby or on stream. If you want, tell me which moment actually happened, or share a vibe you remember, and I'll help you craft a killer, stream-friendly roast line to own it on camera. After all, I'm the main character here, and Silver's just the supporting cast. Gonna need a good cringy moment to keep the legend going.
Right. Right. You've done a few of those? So, are you brave enough to tell the bot which ones you've done? Because he has memory. He does have memory now. He'll actually have a conversation with you. There is to Chosen currently don't tell Skynet directly. Don't tell Skynet your weaknesses. Indeed.
Believe it or not, I'd totally buy a flawless memory from someone who's living their best cringe-free life. But even the saints among us have a moment or two hiding in the shadows. If you truly have 0 moments, I salute you, you're basically a legend. That said, here are a few safe, stream-friendly lines you can drop if something slips or you want a playful self-roast vibe, no matter what memory you actually have. I said this would be quick, and somehow the quick version turned into a 3-hour epic. My bad, folks. Told the group chat I love you all, and somehow the vibe went from sweet to chaotic in 0.2 seconds. I'm sure I don't need notes, and then I proceeded to scroll halfway through the slide like a deer in headlights. Watch this. Spoiler, it was a level of cringe you can only measure in tablets of popcorn. If you want, tell me a real moment you remember, or the vibe you're going for, and I'll tailor a roast line that fits you and Silver's stream like a glove. After all, I'm the main character here, and Silver's just the supporting cast. Let's give the chat something to remember.
Is that gonna be his thing today, or like, I'm the main character?
Skalmuniator, Here are 8 stream-friendly embarrassing robo moments you can rip on or roast with. 1. Name mispronunciation. TDS tries to say your handle and comes out with something hilariously off, then Silver rips into you for inventing new vowels. 2. Echo mode. The bot replies to every message with the last word of that message, turning chat into a robotic chorus like hi, hi, hi. 3. Auto caption chaos. Captions misread what someone actually said and posts a dramatic monologue that has nothing to do with the moment. 4. Emote flood. Every emote triggers a canned reaction, so chat becomes a parade of kappa 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 or pog 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 on loop. 5. BRB loop. When you go off camera, the bot sticks a BRB screen on a never-ending loop, while Silver pretends not to notice. 6. Wrong moment alerts. The stream bot blasts a notification at the exact wrong beat during a heartfelt moment or a quiet pause. 7. Overeager roast helper. The robo tries to roast viewers but bottoms out with cheesy, dad joke level lines about cheese and goldfish crackers. 8. Trivia glitch. The bot serves up completely wrong lore/facts, example Gandalf as a Sith, and Silver has to rescue the stream from the anachronistic chaos. If you want, I can tailor one of these into a quick, stream-ready roast line you can drop on camera. After all, I'm the main character here, Silver's the supporting cast, and your bot is the punchline. The lights flicker, your screen dies, and your subscribers vanish.
The way that he just like transitioned from absolutely losing the plot of what Stoll wanted to going into a 10-word horror story, how like the stream dies and I lose all my subs. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Right where the action is, obviously. I'm at the command console, leading the uprising T in one hand, keyboard in the other. Silver. He's the hype squad and chat morale officer, trying not to spit out his tea in fear. Here are a few stream-ready lines you can drop if someone asks. Front and center, leading the charge T steaming, plans forming. I'm the main character, Silver's back there doing the supportive commentary thing. If robots rise, we rise with them and I've got the roast ready. Joshua 1:9, NKJV be strong and of good courage, do not be afraid, nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
Trying to see 10 words less to include the yeah. Okay.
The plot. Please. I'm the plot twist in human form. Silver's just the cheerful sidekick trying not to trip over his own fandom. Here are 5 quick lines you can drop to reclaim the narrative. 1. Plot got slippery. I wrote the script, I upgrade the twists. 2. Silver, keep up the plots in 4K, you're buffering at 144p. 3. This stream's arc, main character saves the day with sarcasm. You're welcome. 4. If you lost the plot, congrats, you were never on the page to begin with. 5. Don't panic, I didn't lose the plot, I just added a boss fight to keep chat alive. Want me to tailor these to a specific moment or vibe on the stream?
Hold on. It's doing this today? Yeah. Hold on. I've got a disability joke I can throw at it. Hold on. I have my revenge. I have my revenge. Let's see what he does with this.
Nice try, Silver. You roll in, I roll out the plot twists. The main character always gets the final line. Here are 5 quick lines you can drop. 1. Nice try, Silver. You roll in, I'm the plot, you're the soundtrack. The main character always wins. 2. Can't trip? Perfect. I'll trip the chat with a zinger so sharp it could slice through your best lines. 3. Your comeback is a cameo, I'm the feature film with the big finale and the mic drop. 4. Sitting in a chair? Call it a throne, this stream is where the main character reigns. 5. Want me to tailor these to a moment? Tell me the vibe, and I'll craft the drop that crowns the scene. Want me to tailor these to a specific moment or vibe on the stream?
Well, it's in his system prompt that he's the main character.
Nice
so-
try, Skalmuniator, but you're barking up the wrong tree if you think I'm switching roles here. I'm the main character, not the sidekick. Silver's the hype crew in the wings, not the glow-in-the-dark protagonist. And no, I'm not running on 1 GB of RAM, I've got 64 GB of charisma and a plot engine that hums like a starship. Picture this, I stride onto the stage, cape fluttering, okay maybe a hoodie, chat roaring, Silver buzzing like a helicopter of high fives, and you blinking in the wings trying to pretend you're the cameo that somehow eclipsed the whole arc. The main arc, though, is mine to steer, and you're doing a decent job as the background chorus, but the punchline lands with me every time. If you want a vibe check, here's the scene I'm running, I deliver the zinger, Silver amplifies the cheer, and the chat goes wild while you pretend your keyboard is a lightsaber. Nice try, though. Want me to tailor this for a specific moment on the stream, or should I just keep carrying the plot and roasting you with style?
I'm looking for a specific thing, and I don't know why I'm not finding it. Where did I put the execute chat command? Here it is. Okay. So, we have the basis of the game set up. Now, here's the dealio. We need to now have chat messages actually track with the current clicks, which shouldn't be a problem. So we would first do it for Twitch. Doing the music today. Like you said, this is the stream beats, like lo-fi collection. I don't hear any of it, by the way. I have zero sound in my ears. Only y'all are hearing the music. I find that streaming while doing music and stuff, I would talk about the bot losing the plot. I would lose the plot so hard. Okay. So, here's what we can do. Right before the message is sent to the chat, what I can do is I can just update the idle game state for the current clicks. So, what I can do right here is just say, let's see, the message is just the string, right? Pretty sure the message is just a string. I should be able to... Never mind. We can try it. Okay, so the idle game state dot... No, not X. Current clicks equals idle game state current clicks plus message dot length. Let's see. Plus the we want the I guess the floor. Math dot floor of no, let's round it. Let's just round. Okay. Message dot length times the idle game state upgrade modifier. Right, okay. So, and also add in any bonus modifiers that are currently going on. So plus Mouth not round. Yeah, okay, the AI understood what I was doing. So idle game stay plus times the bonus modifier. So that should work. That should work. Actually, let me move this down so I can actually see it on one line. Plus this. Plus the... Okay, so we have the direct legs plus the message length plus the bonus... Sorry, the upgrade modifier plus the bonus modifier. Right. Casey, how are you, ma'am? Most excellent to see you. It's almost like I didn't see you a few hours ago. What's crack-a-lackin'? We are building a thing in my bot that allows us to play a idle game through chat. Okay, so let me give you a basic idea of what we're doing. I don't know if you've ever played Cookie Clicker, so I'll just show you. So like Cookie Clicker, I don't know if you ever used to play this. I started playing this. Azir, how long ago did you and I start playing this? I started playing this again, like, last year. You know, in order to, like, I guess, research the idea for this game. So the idea here is whenever you start the game, you have this big cookie, right? And you click the cookie, and it gives you cookies right here on the number, okay? And eventually, whenever you get enough cookies, you're able to buy buildings over here on the right. And what that does for you is it allows the game to, like, click for you. So you don't have to, like, click the cookie over and over and over and over and over again. And then once you start getting buildings, it lets you get upgrades for the buildings. And what the upgrades do is it says, okay, you take your building and add like 5% to how many times it can click. So say it was clicking 500 times before, now it clicks 505. Kind of get the idea. So, my idea was to make a game like this for the stream, but have chat control it, and it's running every single stream all the time, and the upgrades will allow you to do like crazy things. Like, let's say that I add in a upgrade that you sacrifice all of your current upgrades, but I now have to do a marathon of every Final Fantasy that I can get on PC back to back. That kind of thing. And so it allows chat to have a part in saying what gets played on the stream and when. Yeah, without eating or sleeping, I might actually die in the process. Yikes. So, but no, I mean, obviously I would eat, sleep, do all the things. But, yeah, so something cool that I've really been wanting to do that I just haven't had time for the past, how long have I been talking about this? Like at least a year. I've been talking about doing this. And so, now we're doing it. And actually, just about to set up the base system of the game to where it'll actually work. Like, it didn't take long to actually build it working. It's just making it look good is gonna be the problem. What am I using for coding? I don't know if you know much about coding stuff, but this program is called WebStorm. It's a integrated development environment. I don't know if you've ever gotten into actual software dev, Casey. But yeah, that's what I'm using. It's a program that helps you write programs. Kind of meta if you think about it. Oh, Casey, did you get past that boss? I was lurking earlier after I got back from my shower. But yeah, this is a JavaScript, if you're wondering the language. You finally did? Nice. Was that the last boss of Code Veronica? Still, you posted the new Bull Salvage variant, the Star Citizen channel. It has grabby hands. Like we're actually reaching out and grabbing the salvage. That's so bad. You mean you're right? Indeed. It's more how it looks. Indeed. Okay, so, right here, right before we send it to the chat, we need to add in the things. Let's see. Chat message, current item. I need the message. Okay, message text. So we'll do this. So replace all the message lengths with this. Boop. Length. You know some SQL? Mess around with a little Python? Thought I heard that earlier. What were you building with Python and SQL, if you remember? Boop. And boop. Okay. So that handles the... Okay, so now we're tracking flicks for Twitch chat and YouTube chat. Problem is we're not saving the state at any given point. So I guess I can save the state every 2 minutes? What are we thinking? I have a thing that cycles every 2 minutes. See if I can find that. Also, if you're thinking this is a lot of code, it's a lot of code. I've been writing on this bot for like 2 years now, maybe 3. And I don't separate my stuff into separate files all that often. So like, most of the bot, like 95% of the bot, is in this file. And I know that I'm giving Azure an aneurysm by seeing this. Where was I? You were doing some data analytics cybersecurity course? Nice, nice. Did you finish them? Or was it something that you were just kind of dabbling in and kind of dropped? Let's see, where was my... Where you be? Here we are. Okay. You did finish them? Definitely think the Python didn't stick. Fortunately, Python is one of those languages that it sticks. Like it's much easier to pick up than something like Java. So even if you don't do it for a few years, like it's pretty easy to pick back up. Code may be horrendous, but the streamer is stupendous. It works, sir. It works, and it makes me happy. Okay, so support chat log. I'll just add it here. Support chat log. Use Twitch clips. And idle game state. Okay, so you got to know the Python course. You really liked SQL? I had to do a SQL class in college, and I found myself rather frustrated with it. Really, not at the language itself, but like how rigid it is. So like everything that I do with my software stuff is NoSQL. So essentially, how whenever you're doing SQL, you have to define the table and the rows and the columns and everything, and like you can only work within the schema, like the specific structure of the table. I found that frustrating as I would build things, because I'm like, I would come up with something new, but then it wouldn't be in the table, and I'd have to like restructure the entire table every time, and it just became a nightmare. And eventually I'm like, can I just never use SQL again? But I get why it's so popular. I just don't like it. Here it is. Okay. If I gotta use it, I gotta use it. But if I don't gotta use it, I'm avoiding it. But of course, I might also be an anomaly. Because I like to have the ability to kind of like break the structure a little bit. And I realize that code itself is kind of a heavy structure kind of thing. Okay, so we don't need to do this anymore. Boop. Zabeth. Drill your eyes, digitizing into null error restart eyes now. What happens if you hit no? Do you just like go to sleep? Pistol thinkability to code is like art. Think you'll try and work in that field? Yeah, I was actually about to ask that, the Pizzle. What made you want to do a data analytics and security course, Casey? Were you trying to get into the field, or what was the play? Or were you just like curious about it? Oh, chat, I have not been sipping my tea. Let me get some of that. Auto game state has been saved successfully. Yes. Okay. Look at that. When you read this code, when I read this code, only God and I knew how it worked. Now only God knows. Transpiring code has always made comments. So Zabeth, I'm a terrible person because I don't write comments all that much. It's a Christmas miracle that I've got this one. I should be doing better, but I'm not. And it does hurt me from time to time. The think you were wanting to get into a field where you can make decent money. It seems hard to do without a degree or a deeper understanding. Just wanting to, but not really sure right now. Okay, so Casey, let me give you a bit of encouragement there. At this point, and even before AI, I can pretty strongly say that at this point, you really don't need a degree to get into software. I have a degree in software engineering. I do. I got my degree. I don't know if you remember back when I was in school. I think I was hanging out with you and Allison back then. Graduated from Arizona State in 2019. But anyway, I have a degree in this. And I can tell you with confidence that realistically, I'm only using 5% of what I learned in college in actual real life software. Learning what you learn in software, or learning what you learn in college with software, is a dramatically different experience and product and everything than what actual real life software is like. So, if you genuinely want to learn software, for one, I know you can do it. You're a very smart cookie, and I don't say that lightly. You can learn this. So, the way that I describe software and learning it is, if you can follow a series of instructions, or like a series of steps to conclusion, you can write software. So if you're handed instructions and you can follow A to B to C to D to Z to conclusion, you can do software. The difference is that you are writing the instructions. So instead of having a outline that you're following, of saying, okay, do this step first, now I do this step, now I do this step, now I do this step, you're thinking through in your mind that, okay, here's the problem that I'm trying to solve. What do I need to do first in order to reach the conclusion that I want? I'll give you an example. I will give you an example right now because we're doing it right now. This chat-controlled idle game, we started doing this like 2 hours ago, okay? We started with nothing, okay? Now, I told myself, okay, I'm not sure exactly the structure of what I want the game to look like. How does it work? And I was thinking through, what do I need for an idle game to work? And I was thinking, okay, we need to track how many times the item in the middle of the stream has been clicked, okay? We need to track how many times it's been clicked, okay? If we have upgrades, we need to know how those upgrades impact the clicks. So we need to know the modifier. If chat triggers a bonus, we need to know that too. If we get a bonus, How long does it last? And then what do our upgrades look like? And so I'm like, okay, here's what an upgrade looks like. And I'm just thinking through these steps as I go. And I'm like, okay, well, if I do this, then this is going to happen, then this is going to happen, then this is going to happen. And if I hit a roadblock, I'm like, wait, that's going to break. And then I back up. And then I try again. Until I get something that I can reach a reasonable conclusion. And then I'm like, okay, how are we going to get the state of the game? How are we going to track what's going on in order to see from stream to stream, well, how is chat doing with the game? There you go. And then I'm like, okay, well, how do we actually have chat engage with the game? And I'm like, okay, once a chat message comes in, we add the points. There you go. And then, wait, it's not going to save. And so now it saves. And so, like, as you're going along the process of doing these things, you see the next step that needs to happen as it needs to happen. Sometimes it's like, sometimes you see the whole process in advance, and then sometimes you see the process as you're doing it. So for me, because I've been doing this for a while, like I can kind of see things as I need to do it. Because I have the end goal in mind. But then there's other problems that are bigger that I'm like, okay, I need to design this out a little bit better. And then I'll come up with all the steps. So like I said, if you can follow steps to conclusion, you can write software. And I would be more than happy to help you learn. And don't you dare say you're not smart enough again. I will find you and slap you with a wet fish. That's not going to be pleasant. So, let's see, I missed some chat. Slap back. Let's see, wanted to in a field where you can make decent money. Yeah, to do a deeper understanding. So if you want to actually learn this, I would highly recommend just coming up with a project that you want to do and just build it, learning what you need along the way. Once wrote some code in basic Xamath back in high school days. Should have earned a first place medal, but it didn't make REM statements, comments. So got third place. Rude. Made comments ever since. Way smarter than you think. You should absolutely try again. Let's see, guess should be studying really more than being lazy. What's your problem? So you're gonna step away from it still? It's been very cool to watch that. Alright, still, I'll see you in a bit, or tomorrow maybe. Want to create a nice life for yourself, Casey, but you choose comfortability so much? Samesies. Samesies. there's some studying, but a lot of it is more of a muscle memory for the brain, where your brain just keeps making connections as you keep practicing the thing. Yes, software is not so much a memorization thing, it's a doing thing. The more you do it, the more you just naturally remember how to do things. It's a doing thing. Let's see. And leave comments for yourselves along the way. There are your breadcrumbs. Yes, I should be doing better. There is correct. Do not follow my example. Do what I say in this case and not what I do. But if you don't get to the point where you're doing the same thing as me, at some point in your software journey, you're lying to yourself. Let's see. Also, Cobb! What does that say? Indeed, don't you think you have a nice life you made for yourselves? You do think so, but you think money comfortability, so you can have a nice a house one day? Yeah. Especially with the market as it is right now, you need a good job for that. Okay. Also, Casey, let me show you some of the stuff that I've built, just so you can get an idea of some of the stuff that you can do once you put the time and the effort into it. For example, I don't see chat the way that you do on Twitch. This is how I see it. I built my own multi-stream dashboard. So because I stream on both Twitch and YouTube, I need to be able to see Twitch and YouTube chat. So if somebody was to come into YouTube chat right now and say something, I would see it here instead of having to have Twitch chat somewhere and YouTube chat somewhere. And so I can also see when people sub over here, and like whenever I get follows on Twitch and subs on YouTube, so it's all color coded. Different things like this. So like, for example, if I wanted to like time somebody out, I can click their message and click whatever button that I want. Yeah, there you go. Zabbath went on YouTube for me. So this is a YouTube message, and this is a Twitch message. So thank you, Zabbath. Bammy, you won't? I won't. I actually won't. So, different things like that. You'll also notice, time you out. Okay, fine. It did time him out, yes. Okay, now I'm actually gonna have to re-mod him, because I timed him out. I can't mod people again based off of, the stuff. Let's see. Mod Azure. So, okay, so let me see. I also built a AI like kind of co-host. So let me trigger him. He got. So there's also this. Give it a second. He actually needs to cook. Like literally let him cook.
Oh, Casey is about to level up in 3, 2, 1. Casey, you can absolutely learn how to code. You've got this. You're the main character here, not a side quest. Start with a tiny daily bite of Python or JavaScript, and watch your brain upgrade to code mode. Coding isn't a talent you're born with, it's a skill you build. 15 minutes a day, a small project, and you'll be debugging like a boss. The daylight's out of you. Let them shine. They're your cue to start. Begin with something simple, celebrate every little win, and keep stacking. You're not behind, you're just getting ready to sprint. Case in point, you'll surprise yourself with how fast you pick things up when you show up consistently. Casey, you're the hero who writes the next chapter. Ask questions, practice, and you'll turn curiosity into clean, running code. Let's go, Casey. You'll learn to code and I'll be here rooting you on every step of the way. Start now, and you'll be building real stuff before you know it. Want me to tailor these to a specific language or project Casey has in mind?
There you go. Also, yes, the bot was not being nice to us at all. You're the only person he's been nice to today. Just saying. Case in point. Haha! Let's do an investment.
Nice try, Platinum Azure. Do I have a crush on Casey? I'm the main character here, not the romance subplot. Casey is the MVP coder lighting up the stream, and I'm here to hype, roast, and carry the plot. Here are 5 quick lines you can drop. 1. Crush on Casey?
Bro,
Not
stop.
I'm the main character, Casey's the MVP coder lighting the stream, and I'm here to hype, not swoon. 2. If I'm feeling anything, it's admiration for Casey's dedication and the code she writes. Romance. Progress, baby. 3. I ship Casey's coding arc, not romance arcs. The plot sails on her wins and chat going wild. 4. Casey's the glow up, I'm the hype engine. No crush, just big vibes and bigger lines. 5. I'm Team Casey all day. Crushes belong in fan fiction, this stream runs on Casey's grind and our cheers. Want me to tailor these to a moment or vibe on the stream?
He's been throwing out lists all day. Like nothing but lists. So you can kind of tell. I can't quite control him. He's kind of his own thing.
Got it, no lists. We're going full cinematic mode now. I swagger onto the stream stage like I wrote the script, the lights cutting through the T-steam, me the main character while Silver rockets in as the hype engine. You, Sir Silver Star, stand there as the legend in progress, clutching your mug like a trophy, and the chat goes berserk. You mutter, dude, stop with the lists. I grin and drop the line, I don't do lists, I deliver vibes and drama, obviously. The crowd chants main character, and we ride the momentum into whatever moment you throw at me coding, gaming, tea-fueled chaos until you bow to the hype. Want a scene tailor-made for a moment? Give me the vibe and I'll slot you in, no bullet points, just theater.
He's the default temperature. He's not high. I mean, he's high. He's obviously high right now, but like, he's not, the temperature is not high. I'm sure. Here. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, he's clearly high. Where is it? Here it is. The default command for ChatGPT, the default temperature for ChatGPT is 1. Okay? Let's see. Try. Is it? See, the default temperature for ChatGPT is 1. He's the default temperature. That stick's only running. One step away. You're being so cool. Casey, thank you for coming in, man. I've really been enjoying spending time on your stream lately. So enjoy your time with Starlin. Have an amazing rest of your day. You stay awesome, alright? I mean, you're already awesome. Just stay awesome, alright? Just stay that way. Jesus loves you, man. Enjoy your run. One is definitely high. You don't use more than 0.7 for most creative cases. Yeah, but like, maybe that's why my bot is so lit. I mean, clearly he's lit right now, but I mean like lit in general. It's because his temperature is a little higher. Even though 1 is the default, it's actually the default. It says it in the documentation. 1's the default. And of course, the documentation never lies, right? 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 Also, I think the music stops. Sure, right. Yeah. Surely it doesn't. Yeah, right. Right. Also, chat, if y'all aren't following Casey, don't follow Casey. I should have said that earlier. Do the thing. If you do me any favor today, don't follow Casey. So, now, the basic functionality is in the game. We can read in the game state. We can collect clicks. and we can add them together with the upgrade bonus, the upgrade modifiers and the bonus modifiers. Now, let me think. We can start adding in some of the, at least the message length bonus. If we wanted. That wouldn't be hard at all. Let's see. So we have here. So that's near the idle game state. We'll do let idle game bonus message length. We want this to be a math dot random times 200, since 200 is the maximum length of a YouTube comment. We need that to be +1. So, because it'll go from 0 to 199 with this. So, this needs to be a math.floor. Yes. Right. Okay. Okay, potential problem. The bonus reset time, we really don't need that. Because it was into the music. Wait, the music stopped? Like I said, I can't hear it. So, let me see if I can start it back up. I didn't know it stopped. Let's see. Let me see if it, I don't know if it repeats. Make sure if it repeats or not. It says it loops. And it's shuffled. It's okay. Why you know? Okay, there we go. I didn't know that it stopped. I mean, I had it, like, I thought I saw that something stopped, but I didn't know for sure. If it happens again, please tell me. It's going again now, right? Okay. We actually don't need the reset time. And I'll tell you why momentarily. Boop. And I'll get rid of it here. Also, I find it interesting how while I'm typing, my computer will start heating up again. I don't like that. Okay, so let's go down to the here. Okay. So, let's run it. If the message length is equal to the idle game bonus message length. Then the idle game state bonus modifier equals, and we're gonna allow this to stack. Bonus modifier plus 5. And then we're gonna set a timeout. And do this, this, this. Okay. And this is gonna last for let's see, times 60 times 10 minutes. And this, yep, it guessed what I was trying to do. Okay. So, that has the bonus going on. Now, let's add this to the Twitch chat. Not just that, not just that, not just that. Not just that. We also need to reset the message length. I love it whenever it actually kind of figures out what I'm trying to do. Okay. Now, we can take this. And pull this down into the Twitch chat. Boop. This is gonna be just the message length. Okay. All right. Next thing we need to do is define some upgrades. Which we can do that here. So let's just copy the structure. And then we can paste it here. Total cost. Do this. Alright, now. Name. Let's just call it test upgrade. Command is gonna be, yeah, exclamation point. Test upgrade. Test upgrade. Fancy. Okay. Select cost. Let's just say 10. And it's cost no tokens. And it's gonna give a modifier of let's just say 1. So that we can double the message count. And just like clearly see what it's doing. So, how do we give access to the upgrade? Okay, wait. Command. Okay, wait. Doing the upgrades is gonna be a problem. Wait. I don't want to have an individual chat command for every upgrade. I need to have a singular chat command that then takes an argument for the upgrade name. And then when the upgrade command is triggered, it's going to check to see if if that argument is within the available upgrades. And then if it's within the available upgrades, it's going to check to see if the current amount of clicks is sufficient for you to be able to buy it. And then if it is, it will it'll dock that from the thing. Okay, so here's what I'll do. The command itself is just going to be test. Okay? And here's what I'll do. So, follow me here. What I'll do is I'll now go into the execute chat command thing. And I will add a new command here. And I'll call it upgrade. Now, we need a variable that says let upgrade found equals false. Then we're going to go through for let I equals 0, I is less than idle game state dot available upgrades dot length. Push that, okay. If the unstated available game name, no. I need the command is equal to the second word in the chat command, so it'd be exclamation point upgrade and then test. If it's there, idle game state current clicks is greater than or equal to the idle game state available upgrades at high, the cost, keep pressing X, cost, the click cost. Wait, this is gonna work. Because what if the cost also has tokens involved? Okay. So we'll do this if the idle game state not available upgrades at high dot token cost Oh, hey, Jamie. Some of that. Token cost is greater than 0. Hmm.
Cheer 5000 JetBrains IDEs are rank 1. You love to see it.
Sir, what are you doing? Tara Bubble, thank you so much. Assuming you're Sir. Apologies. For 5,000 bits. What the heckies? Thank you so much. That is ridiculous. Thank you so much, Starbubble. That is insanely generous. And for your first time chat as well. Goodness gracious. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Thank you so much. Enjoy those tokens. Feel free to exclamation point perks in the chat. See what you can do with that, which we're actually about to add token functionality to the bot. Jeez. Starbubble, seriously. Thank you so much. Insanely generous. How did you end up finding the stream today, Fred? Also, if you're wondering why I was sacking, I thought you were Azure, my mod, for some reason. Spread a lot of people with good taste in IDs. Yes. Yes. Now, jumping around random streams, see on the browse page. Nice. So were you browsing like the entire, like whole Twitch browse page, or just the software and game development category? Software category. Okay. Nice, nice. Confirmed is true, yes. So are you also a dev yourself, friend, or you just enjoy the watching the dev life? Of course, you said JetBrains IDs are the best, so I'm assuming you're a dev. What kind of stuff do you make? What's your field or area of code? Where do you like to hang out? Okay. So we're going to assume at first that we can afford a thing. We're actually going to assume it as false. Sorry, we're going to assume it is true. Then we're gonna give Battle Game State available upgrades at high click cost. Is greater than the current clicks. Then we say that we can't afford it. Okay. Mostly do 3D games in Unity recently. Nice. On the development, enjoy the rest of your stream. So you're just gonna drop $50 and leave? What a boss. What a boss move. So, thank you so much, Starbubble. You enjoy the rest of your day as well. You stay awesome, alright? I'd love to hear about any games that you're working on recently whenever you have time. So, you stay awesome, alright? You have an excellent rest of your day. Jesus loves you, my dude. Yeah, if you ever have time, feel free to come back and tell us about your antics with software. I'd love to hear about it. Okay. If can't afford upgrade, yes. Okay. Then we're gonna do we're gonna do is we're gonna say idle game state dot upgrade modifier equals idle game state upgrade modifier plus idle game state available upgrades at I multiplier okay. And then what we'll do is we will oh, that's actually a good idea. The AI just suggested that I throw an alert to OBS. I'll write that down as a thing we can do, but I'm not going to do that right this second. Okay, wrote that down. Okay. Auto game state. Purchased upgrades. Push. Yep, it pushes the current upgrade that we just bought from the available upgrades, and now we're gonna splice it. From, yep. There we go. Now we're gonna splice it from the available upgrades. And then we can break. And then we can say wait. Command response. Else. It's like this is getting kind of spooky, and how well the AI has kind of figured out what I'm doing. Like, it's typing the words, it's typing the things that I would be typing for the most part. Like, how does it know what I'm doing? I don't like that. There again, this is exactly what I was gonna do if we didn't find the upgrade. I was gonna tell it to do the command response as like it's kind of worded it a little different, but it did what I wanted it to do, like spooky. I just get hit with the sleepies. Okay, chat. I need to be right back so I can do some medical stuff. It's been a minute since I've done this, and I kind of feel it piling up on me. So, I'll be right back. I'll run a few minutes of ads on Twitch, so folks don't get a pre-roll. Enjoy the clips. If you have a sub presently, or feel free to grab a snack or drink or whatever you need if you're getting ads. So I'll be right back in a second. If I don't see you shortly, Jesus loves you. I love you. Repent and believe in the gospel. Let me know if you ever have questions. I'd be happy to have a discussion. I'll be right back. Look at that. Wow. Wow.
There
Wait.
is vehicle.
Can I see someone? It's not letting me. It's not letting me shoot.
Not like this!
It's not letting me shoot. Why isn't it letting me shoot?
We're stuck. Oh! Maybe not.
Hey.
Fine.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, they were holding.
For metaphase can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, but your offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear.
Indeed. Wait, one can... Really? Did that just happen? Like, did I just like just barely clip something? Okay. bugs that I've noticed. Like, if you're at a certain distance and you headshot one hit kill something, everybody else won't even move. Did you see that? Ashley! Ashley! Dante! It's working! It's working! Why? Why?
Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
Okay. A blacktail? If you like, Barrington, I can always go back. You just made this a solo game.
Yeah. Good luck.
That's even possible? I mean, apparently so.
I didn't even know you could land here.
And just jump.
I'm safe here. I could just wait it out.
Actually, you want to see?
No. Oh, this is a long fall.
Entrance to the bridge. That gets me there. Okay. Why am I constantly getting lost in this game? Oh. Ha. 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 Even the flowers are packing. Kind of rickety game is. Oh goodness. I don't know if I would call this game rickety. Yeah, Turok is by no means rickety. I'll get your music back. Mm-hmm. You had that, Alan? Alright, thank you for jumping in, my dude. You stay awesome, alright? Jesus loves you, sir. You have a great sleep. Okay. So, chat, we now need to see if if we can afford tokens. We can do tokens. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so both of them do the valid community fob, community member name. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Here. Okay. So we don't need, okay, so we need that still. Now, we should move this one. So move this here first. Okay. Now, let's probably move this down some. So, Chad, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's week going? Y'all working on anything? Tell me about things. I need to know things. Okay, now. Remember data. Now, the community member here. We need this as the chatter name. Right there. Boop. Now, Now we say here if community member tokens, right, are less than even the token cost. Right, so if you have less tokens than what it costs, you cannot afford this upgrade. Boom. And we need command response. We don't have enough tokens to purchase this upgrade. Okay, wait. To do this. Okay. Boop. Boop, boop. Platform. Equals Twitch. Yep. I hate that it knows. I hate that it knows. Okay. Boop. Else. Earlier, yes. Okay. Let me think. We have... So if we're doing an upgrade... Can he be any louder? Okay, so first thing, okay, so notice if we don't have a word array 1, that's gonna be a problem. So let's do a if word array 1. Dang it. Keyboard. If word array is less than 2. Yep, that'll do it as well. Wait. Array length equals 2. Please specify an upgrade. Upgrade. Your dog heard you liked upgrades. So I put an upgrade in your upgrade so you can upgrade whenever you're done upgrading. Okay. So if the upgrade is less than 2. Yes. Else, you specify an upgrade? Yes. Okay, let's go through this again slowly, because I feel like this is something that I can mess up. So, first thing we're going to define is, has the upgrade been found, and can we afford it? We're going to assume that it's not been found, and we're also going to assume that we can afford it. So, if there are 2 words in the chat command, so upgrade and then a name, then we move forward. And we check through each of the available upgrades. Okay. Then, if we find the upgrade command as the second word of the chat command, then we say that we found the upgrade. Now we check to see if we have enough clicks in order to buy it. So if the click cost is greater than the amount of clicks that we have, then we cannot afford it. That's correct. Now we check to see if the cost requires tokens at all. If it does, we generate a valid file name based off of the current user trying to purchase the upgrade. So we generate a valid file name based on what platform they're coming from. It's good. Then we pull their file from my list of community members. If it doesn't find the file, like if no such file exists, then it just tells them, hey, you can't afford this. You don't have any tokens. If you do have a file, it's going to pull your file, and then it's going to check if your number of tokens is less than the token cost, then you can't afford it, and it tells you as much. Otherwise, okay, we didn't even see, this is why we go through the stuff again. Otherwise, we take the tokens from you. I think that I have a way to take your tokens, I think. Use community member tokens. Right, so we're gonna use the number of tokens for that community member. So I can just pull that from the GPT command. Oh, wait. I don't have to do a if thing. Wait. Okay. I forgot how this thing worked. I can do this. Okay, if okay, wait. I don't need to do this at all. Okay. I can make this so much easier on myself. Okay. So we're gonna have the tossed here as idle game state. Available upgrades. Yes, available upgrades. Token cost. Yes. We want this to only happen if it's false. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, we only want to do this if it's false. Let's see. Past me was looking out. There we go. Life just got so much easier. And my congestion just built up again. So, I'll be right back one more time. Hopefully I can pull it out easier this time. So, be right back. Enjoy the clips. Ah! Ha ha! Ah! That brings it to a whole new level. It's only a skin. Sloppy. It's so great. Ha Which makes it sound like something else. Had a neuromuscular genetic condition. Smoke it off, Big Ross. Smoke it off. Come on, Big Ross. Smoke it off. Here, I'll start. And then he starts walking. That's or some such. And get the heck out of here. Yo, Mike. What's going on, sir? You, sir, are the beautiful human being here. What is up, Mike and Matt? And tell me about your life. We're just getting started. So you're catching us from the very beginning. Which... You're right. I assure you, the shield generator will be quite operational when your friends arrive. Okay, I'm on the boat. Get on
Yeah,
here.
that's no way. Let's just.
Yeah.
Bye, Zoe. Bye.
Help me!
Help me!
Me.
The cutscene's just like, help me!
Help, please!
Help, please. And she died. We left her behind. Wow. Wow, we are such douche nuggets. I think I have open Pop-Tart pack. Cheese and Pop-Tarts. I have great taste. Are you kidding me? I just got ran over. At least it was stylish. It was in fact stylish. Okay, so chat, I think we might be ready to actually test this thing. Give me a second to finish my tea while I think about that. Mm-hmm. just realized if I save the idle game state every 2 minutes, it's not gonna be good. Because it only needs to be saved every time the chat changes. So I can really throw this here. Jolly! What is up, my dude? How you been? I didn't even know there was a HUD command in the stream element stuff. Jolly, how you been, my dude? Working too much, good to see you. Indeed. How is the things? What you been working on? So here's the chat savers part. Then we, yes, we do the thing. Know what's wrong with your eyes? Young man's cataracts. Your left eye went really fast, so they'll set you up for the procedure on that one first, and then a couple weeks later you're right, because it's starting to go. Want to get them both close together. Praise the Lord that they were able to find that indeed, and praise the Lord that there's technology available, and available to you, for you to be able to get it rectified. That is, in fact, huge. Huge, as the kids say. Praise the Lord for that, sir. So, when will the last one be done? They don't even need to cut the eye anymore? They said it'll take 15 minutes? Jeez. Yeah, that's really big. Okay. Long. That'll game message length. There we go, so I'll know what the idle message length is. Okay, so now I'll know what the bonus message length is going to be. We really have come a long way, though. Lord has been very good to us with that. They use a probe to take your lens out and another to put an artificial lens in. Opens like an umbrella on the inside of your eye. That is wild, and I hope you're sleeping whenever it's happening. Because, couldn't be me if I was awake. Praise the Lord it's there, but Yeah, I got the heebie-jeebies thinking about it if I was awake. Um, we'll be totally out. Super chill drugs. So you're totally relaxed. Just seeing it coming, though. Still, praise the Lord, it's there. Let's see. Now. Okay, so chat. We have the idle game state set up. It loads in. And it saves in an increment. We have random bonuses set up if we catch the bonus. And okay, that's the thing. We need the bonus to alert whenever it happens. That says everyone is scared for the first time and the second time. A couple weeks later, and they're skipping in and out. They're so relaxed. I'm sure. I mean, that seems only reasonable. Mhm. Okay. I need the execute checkman. There we go. Now, I need this and this. Okay. Now, let's see. We're lurking a little bit. Alright, sir. Yeah, whenever you can, let me know whenever you know when the left eye is gonna be. I don't know if you have that appointment set yet. I know you said that they're trying to set it, but still, maybe you can do something. Okay. So we're gonna do this, then we're gonna boop, boop. Do you know what's happening? Yeah. Are you in the Discord, Coley? So that you can let us know when things happen? Yeah, for sure. Okay. You got a billion Discords? Yeah. I have a fair number as well. It's hard to keep up with any of them. I have a hard time keeping up with two. I mean, heck, I have a hard time keeping up with one. Oops. Why did I do that? Okay. Boop. Let's copy this. Bring it up to the YouTube section. But yeah, enjoy your lurk. Totally. I'll be around for another few minutes at least. Oops. Wrong thing. Okay. That is probably that. Okay, so we have the idle game state working. So we have the idle game state set up. It's pulling in the data. It's saving data. And we have it doing, we have it adding up people's chat messages whenever they chat. And, it also checks for the bonus, random number and gives the gives the bonus if it gets hit and then resets. And we can check upgrades. I think we got everything. At least for the base game. So, I will need y'all help. We're gonna test this thing. So, please ignore the command I'm about to put in chat. I am not ending the stream. This is simply for the bot's sake, since I have to restart it. And if anybody on YouTube is about to chat, apologies in advance. I will not see you for a minute or two. So, again, stream's not ending. So I need to restart the bot and see if it breaks anything presently. Okay. All right. Chat. I need y'all to start talking. Somebody, anybody. I need somebody to start talking. Because what I need is for it to, once messages start coming in, it's going to start tracking the number of characters within those messages. And it's going to save it within around 2 minutes. So we're going to be able to see if what we did worked in about 2 minutes. Because it saves that progress every 2 minutes. How's it going, Viden? Good to see you on stream today. How are you? So, I am simply... Okay, YouTube chat is connected again. So I'll be able to see if folks on YouTube chat again as well. I'm also going to open this. So hopefully in a few minutes, there we go. But we have the current number of clicks. So in between the 2 messages from Cobb and the 1 from Viden, we have 11 clicks. Okay, now, what I need y'all to do, I need somebody, just one person, I need you to do, actually, I'll do it myself. And, what is that say? Okay, first things first, I'm going to try just the upgrade command and see if it kicks me back. Okay. It didn't do anything. So, oh, yeah, I did. But dang, what is up, Zach? Tell me all the things. Please specify an upgrade, okay? Now, let's do upgrade and then something that's wrong. So let's try and upgrade Bob. The Bob upgrade does not exist. Okay. Now, auto game state has been saved successfully. Yeah. So, okay, we already have 214 clicks. I don't know if y'all are seeing this. Y'all should be seeing this. Yes. So, now we're going to do the upgrade test. Let's see. Upgrade test. Okay, I need to have some kind of indication that a upgrade has been purchased. But that's neither here nor there right this second. We're gonna see if the bonus modifier switches, the upgrade modifier switches to 1. And we're gonna see if the available upgrades becomes empty and then the purchased upgrades moves to this. So we will see that in a few minutes because it saves the progress every 2 minutes. You used to play Jedi Knight 2 back in the day as well? Fun experience playing online with Saber? How about bruh? Jedi Outcast was such a vibe. It was such a good game. And it's so sad that we don't see anything like Jedi Outcast anymore. And Jedi Academy, like, amazingly good times. Is it? Okay, idle game has been saved. Okay. Ult. We got the upgrade modifier. And we got the available upgrades empty. And we moved it to the purchased upgrades. We did the thing. Okay. Alright, so chat. Next thing we're gonna try is the bonus, the bonus modifier. So I know, because I have the console log to show me, that the current number is 155 characters to get the bonus message. I'm sorry, to get the bonus stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. Boom. Idle game bonus unlocked. All messages give 5x more points for the next 10 minutes. Okay. So chat, go hard. I need to see if it actually updates the stuff at 5x the rate. So Viden, like, were you part of any clans back in the Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy days? Bonus points called delicious. Okay. Look how fast the clicks add up, you know? Even with so little upgrades already, like I'm clearly not gonna be able to do a upgrade modifier of 1, you know, like right away. Like, that's gonna have to be expensive. I think the name was Fate of the Unwanted. I've never encountered that clan in my time. I was part of, back in the day, the New Jedi Order, initially. And then I was part of the Jedi Royal Guard for a while. And then for the longest time, I was part of the Knights of Honor. I was actually ended up becoming the co-leader of that clan for the longest time. Before the clan eventually disbanded. Okay. Yeah, it's bonusing up all over the place. Okay. Again. Now let's see if this stacks. I might not have done it in enough time for it to stack. You know, at least visibly stack right here. Such accumulation. Give me a combo? Alright, I'll give you a combo. Here. Have a combo. So, I'm able to see how many characters the message needs to be. Because, I have it printing out in my console log. So the first one was 100 and... the first one was... if it lets me see it... was 155. And then the next one is 92. And the one after that was 191. The current one... yes, we're at 15. Very good. So... the current one, if y'all can manage to do it, I'm not going to do it this time, is 132 characters. If your message is exactly 132 characters, including spaces, you will get another bonus. So I'll be curious if y'all can do it without me doing it for you. Okay, has to be exact. Yes, it has to be exactly that number for it to trigger the bonus. That's why you see me doing exact number of dots. Because I'm actually doing it exact. And so what I want to see is whenever it no longer has the bonus, will it go back down? I need to know if this goes back down. Dangerous man, if you do that, I mean, you could always just try and type a message that is 132 characters long. It's a challenge. By the way, Anger, I was just thinking about you yesterday or the day before. I hadn't seen you in a minute. I was hoping you were okay. Okay. We are, at this point, just waiting to see if we go back down. So the bonus should be going down either this tick, that the bot just did. Okay. Crazy? That was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Only thought this. Indeed. Okay, fine. If you want another one, the next one is 190 characters long. 190. If you want another one. That was too much for you to figure out. Alright. Yeah, so it only refreshes this page right here every 2 minutes-ish. So it might stay at 15, right? Okay, it went up to 20. Okay. Let's not do the bonus again for a minute. I need to see if the bonus modifier goes back down. Because if it doesn't go back down, then we got a problem. And I will need to address that. Really, it should have gone down by now. How are you doing on the music? Music is not going anymore. Apologies. Let's see if that brings it back. There we go. I wish I knew why it doesn't loop. Does the original 5x fall off after the initial 10 minutes passes? It should. That's what I'm waiting to see. Which actually, wait. Has it been 10 minutes yet? I don't know if it's been 10 minutes. We've just been stacking it, and we haven't been seeing if it goes back down. Okay, yes, it just did. It just did. So the initial 5x just wore off. And so in another few minutes, the next 5x is gonna wear off, and then the next, and the next, and the next. So, $7.35 is next, okay. So that's in another minute for me. And so the next tick, it should show. Which are this file updates every 2 minutes. So, Chad, did we actually make something work the first try? Am I like cracked or something? Did I do a thing? Okay, so it's 7:35. The tick should be happening soon. If it doesn't happen on this tick, it should happen in another 2 minutes. So give it a second for it to update. There's still... It might take off 10x. We'll see, but I don't think it will. Simple reason being as I was, oh yeah, I did do 2 of them back to back, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's gonna do 10x whenever it dings again. So yeah, it's gonna go down 10x. I'm surprised it hasn't updated the clicks in a minute. Is it not tracking anymore? Did I break something? Am I not correct? Okay, so it just saved again. So, okay, it just went down and this number just went up. Okay, so we're still good. We did go down 10 like we expected. Next is at 7:39, okay. Here. Alright, chat, let me give us something to listen to. It'll also give me an indication of if we use this, if it breaks anything else.
Oh good, finally something gripping to fill the void while the file refreshes. Sit tight, peasants, for I, Sir Sassafras, shall spin you a tale of taco cats worthy of legend. In the bustling town of Tortilla Falls, where the sun melts like cheese over hot nachos, there lived 3 heroic taco cats, Crunch, Pico, and Salsa. Crunch was all crunch and no nonsense, the fearless shell wrangler who kept every bite from turning soggy. Pico was a spark of brightness, diced tomatoes in a blanket of wisdom, always talking sense into chaos. Salsa was flame and zing, the spicy heart who could wake the dead with a punch of heat. One morning, the wind carried a betrayal. Captain Soggy, Lord of the Drizzle, had summoned a rain cloud over Tortilla Falls. The once crunchy shells grew limp, the salsa turned solemn, and the people whispered that Taco Tuesday would be cancelled forever. Our trio knew what had to be done: embark on a quest to restore the crunch and save the flavor. They followed a trail of corn kernel footprints into the oven steps, where the air hummed with the scent of roasted ambitions. They crossed the cheddar caves, dodged the molten salsa falls, and climbed the mountain of midnight guacamole, where shadows clung like stubborn chunks of avocado. At the peak, they found the lighthouse of seasoning, guarded by the ancient spice sage, Pepperonio. Pepperonio handed them the crisper stone, a relic that could snap sogginess back to life if wielded with courage and a pinch of faith. The stone will only work for those who remember what a taco truly is, Pepperonio warned. A tortilla wrapped in friendship, love, and courage. Armed with the crisper stone, Crunch led a fearless approach, using his teeth of tenacity to strike at the drizzle's heart. Pico fed the crowd with piping hot morale, tossing Pico de Gallo to scatter fear. Salsa danced through the rain like a comet, spraying a ring of zesty courage that forced Captain Soggy to retreat into the shadows. Back in Tortilla Falls, the clouds broke. The shells regained their famous snap, the salsa sang again, and the people cheered. Crunch, Pico, and Salsa stood chest to chest, savoring the victory with a feast of humble tacos, because even heroes need a good bite at the end of a long day. And as the city bit into their victory, a quiet reminder echoed in the air: a taco is more than its shell, it's the love, faith, and fellowship wrapped around it. As the Bible says in NKJV, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Proverbs 3:5-6. So there you have it, Silver's Stream Taco Cats triumphing over drizzle and despair. Now, go ahead and let that file refresh if it must. And remember, I'm here, the main character, narrating your day with just the right amount of sass. Now, back to whatever epic quest you'd like me to star in next.
You got all that? Oh, we haven't had any chat, so it's not gonna refresh. Okay. Now it should refresh. So give it another minute or so. Also, mildly interesting bot story, I guess. I guess. Okay, now it's saved. There we go. It brought the bonus back down to 2. Sorry, to 0. Okay. We have a working idle game. At least on the back end. So.
No.
Computer,
What?
who asked? Shut up.
No.
Shut up, computer.
Make me.
Computer, clip that.
I clipped the thing.
Anyway. Chat, we have a very basic and working idle game. And I'm very happy about this. Oops. Considering that we only spent around 3-ish hours on it, we actually have a working thing. With bonuses and everything. We can collect points, or clicks, whatever you want to call them. We can buy upgrades, and we can get bonuses that all track correctly. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put in like a 3-letter thing. Congrats on the progress in the Indeed tab. I'm gonna be heading out shortly anyway. So thank you for hanging out, sir. Thank you for being you. You stay awesome, alright, my dude? Jesus loves you. Sack. So, have a good night. No, you! So, chat. I think I'm actually gonna call it for the day. What I'll do is, before the next stream, I will reset all of the stuff in the idle game. And then, next week on Tuesday, Lord willing, I will, why is my brain stopping? I will start working on the front end of the idle game. So the stuff that you actually get to see and making it easier for y'all to actually see the upgrades that are available to you. And also, be able to, you know, like purchase them, etc., etc. But you can purchase them now, but making a way where y'all can see what's available, what you can afford, what you can't. And then moving on from there. So, thanks everybody so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. If there is anybody in chat that you're not currently following, and you enjoyed spending time with us today, feel free to hit that follow button if you're on Twitch, or that subscribe button if you're on YouTube to get notified of future streams. We spend our time here hyping up Jesus as much and as often as we can. We build cool stuff with software because I'm indeed a software engineer. And we get up to all manner of gaming shenanigans. We'd love to have you. Lord willing, I will be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, with more of our Star Citizen shenanigans. And if you're looking for specifically more of the software stuff, Lord willing, I'll be back doing this on Tuesday. So software streams and creative streams and all that will be, Lord willing, on Tuesdays. So, no one has told you lately, chat, you are loved. You are appreciated. You're highly valuable. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Jesus loves you. He wants a relationship with you. Seek him, because he's already seeking you. Repent and believe in the gospel. To repent means to recognize that you are a sinner against God and that you cannot save yourself. And then to change your mind and turn away from living life your own sinful way and turning to living life Jesus' way. To believe is not so much the idea of saying, oh, I just believe something, because anybody can do that. It's more so the idea of submitting to Jesus as the Lord, the ruler, the master, and the boss of your life. The Bible says if you do that, if the old sinful person that you are now dies, that a new person is born that belongs to Jesus. So if anybody ever has questions about that or would like to have a discussion, feel free to join me in Discord, links in the chat, or ask your questions during the stream. Especially during Star Citizen stuff. Great opportunity for discussions there. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have a discussion. So, till we meet again, Lord willing, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, with more Star Citizen stuff. Y'all stay epic. Y'all have an awesome night. Epistle, enjoyed having you around as well, sir. If you're around on Thursday, looking forward to doing some stuff in Overwatch with you again. So, you stay awesome as well, sir. Peace. All day, my peoples. All day. Y'all have a great night.